What's up, Hyperdrivers? Welcome back to the channel. In the house today, I got something exciting, something I've been waiting for a while. In this box is the Cal Kestis replica lightsaber from Star Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order. And before I get started, let me just say there is something to be said about presentation. This box is freaking awesome. This makes me want to carry my lightsaber around. It's because, you know, one never knows when you need to whip out a lightsaber and show somebody you mean business. So in this video, like all of my lightsaber videos, I'm going to unbox it, show you guys everything that comes with it, go over all of the electronics, the sounds, the light ups, everything that comes with this from the factory. And because this one actually has a Profi board installed, Kyberphonics hooked me up with the sound fonts for Cal Kestis and the second sister. So I'm going to stop, put those sound fonts on, and then show you guys how those work. And then we'll take it out for a spin test, show you guys how it lights up, how bright it is, and how it handles in my hand. And then finally give you my final thoughts on the whole thing. If by the end of this video you love this lightsaber and you want to pick it up, I got this one over at Nsabers, and you guys have heard me speak about them before. Nsabers is a lightsaber company that sells pre-made lightsabers. You can get them in both the unique style hilts, or you can get the replica style hilts like the one I have in this box right here. They come in both the RGB and the NeoPixel style, depending on what you want to spend. And if you use the code MedinaLorian at checkout, you can save yourself 7% on your purchase. Now this one right here is the original style Cal Kestis that I'm going to be unboxing. It's because that's my favorite style. But they actually have a new one on there called the Boon Kestis, and that's based on a modded version of the lightsaber that was used in the video game. So that one's pretty cool too. I'll leave links to get to both of those lightsabers in the description below if you guys are interested. All right, let's get to this. Let me spin it around this way so you guys can see me crack this thing open. So it's got a handle on the case. This is a hard case that it comes in. You can carry it around with you to cons and everything if you want to take it with you. And then it has three latches. One in the center and then one on the side. All right. And then it breaks open like that. And you can see how everything comes in the box like that. So you got... see what you got in this package. You got your blade, and it comes wrapped in a cellophane to protect it, so that's cool. All right. You got a charging case for your battery, because it's gonna have a removable battery. So very, very cool. You got some tools, got a couple of keys and your wrenches right there. You got the instructions that come with it. You get a case. This is something similar like what came with my last lightsaber. So you can build one of these, and then if you want to display the hilt on one of these cases, or one of these stands, I mean, sorry, not cases, but stands, you have that option to display it that way. I like this. This is really cool. I actually am not going to use it. It's because I have what do you call it? I have a wall behind me where I display all my lightsabers, but that's what I'm going to do. And you get a blade plug. This is similar to, I think, to the blade plug that I got last time. So I think this is basically the blade plug you're going to get. All right. And you have the lightsaber itself. And then you also get the plates that go around the side of the emitter. And we're going to go and install those as well. All right. Let's get this thing out. These things always make me smile. Man, this is really cool even as it is. Even before I get the blade shrouds put on. But this is how it looks before you actually put the shrouds on. You can see there's like this detail right here on the inside of the emitter. That's pretty neat. All right. And then all of this is metal. So this is nice. It feels very nice and weighty in my hand, and I like the grip. This is so much nicer than the Galaxy's Edge one. I remember the Galaxy's Edge one was huge, man, and felt like a big billy club in my hand. But this thing feels very, very comfortable, which is nice. And then you can see that it's got an opening here in the back so that you have the audio sound. I wonder if there's gonna be like a flicker effect or something in the back. That'll be even, if it does that, forget it. I'm just gonna like I'm gonna probably pass out from the nerdgasm that I have. But very nice looking options here for this very nice detail. So just look at the texture in the back of the grip. All right, and then there's your back of your pommel, or what would have been your pommel, the broken half of the opposite end of the lightsaber, really, because initially this lightsaber was supposed to be two. So I think it would be kind of neat to have like some wiring or something, you know, hanging out. Maybe an effect that I can add afterwards. Maybe get some like wiring and glue it on or something like that, just to give it some color in the back. I think that could look pretty cool. But otherwise, really nice. All right, and in these little protected sleeves here are the shrouds for the emitter. These are also metal, so that's how they look. Now on the emitter, you're going to have two sections of holes. There's going to be some holes here you can see. See the two holes there? These are not the ones you're going to connect to. You're going to connect to the ones that are more in. So you can see that these are further down a little bit. It's going to be these two. And they're actually in line with this switch right here. All right? All right, so here's how it looks with the shroud installed. And like I said before, it's a night and day difference, guys. It looks awesome, but it's so much lighter than the one that I had from Galaxy's Edge. Even with the length, it is an unbelievable night and day difference between the two of them. So much easier for me to feel like I could whip this around. While the other one, even as a grown man, you know, like my kids could have to hold it with two hands. As an adult, I felt like I still had to hold it with two hands. This feels much more nicer in my hand. I love it. I also installed the blade plug so you guys can see how the blade plug looks when you get it from the factory. I think just like with the last one that I got from them, I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit so that I could bring the blade plug down just a bit, and I think I'd be happier with that. A friend of mine told me that I could use like a pipe cutter to get a nice clean cut around it. So I'm gonna try that out and see how that looks, but I'm extremely happy with that. All right, so let's crack this thing open so I can show you guys the internals of it. So you just unscrew the back of the grip right here. The whole back half comes right off. All right, and that slides out right there. As you can see, there's the Profi board right there. And you have your USB plug-in right there so that you can change your sound fonts. And then the card is just beneath it. I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but card is just beneath it so that it can hold all your fonts. It has a removable battery. All right, so that's pretty neat. And it doesn't look like it has a kill switch, so there's no kill switch to this one, but that's that. And then you have the speaker in the back right there. Okay? All right.
Tell me, is this training? My training? No. Always training. The universe is.
Looks like we're going to start off with a Yoda font. All right, so let's go over the basic functionality of the lightsaber, some of the things that it could do, and then we'll go over all the sound fonts and the different styles that it comes with from factory. All right, so to ignite the lightsaber, you got two different ways to do it. First, you could take and twist the lightsaber, which seems to work amazingly well. I've never actually had this much luck with this feature on other lightsabers. So that you could do the same thing to turn it off. All right, you can also ignite by pressing the power button, and that turns it on. Your auxiliary button will give you blaster bolts, which is nice, and you have blade hit, and that's your basic. If you press and hold the auxiliary button, which I think this is a neat feature, you can see that you can get the blaster bolts if you just touch it, but if you press and hold it, it creates an option where you could just move the lightsaber around and it gives you those same blaster bolts without actually having to press the button. So like if you wanted to do multi blaster bolt block, you know, that would be the option for you. The other thing that you can do is if you hold the button and you swing down, it activates battle mode. And then in the battle mode, you can take and you get a blade lock like that, and you get a bunch of other features that that come with it that is hard to show you without actually being in combat. So this is something that you would use if you're actually battling with the lightsaber, which you can do with this blade, is because it's built for it. All right, so that's that. To turn off the battle mode, you press and hold the auxiliary button, you swing down again, and it'll make a beep noise when that happens. There's other features too that you have, like if you take and you hold down the power button and you press that, this is like a lightning bolt block that it has. If you take and press and hold the power button and you jab forward, you get the blade melt tip at the very front. It works even better if you actually hit something. So that's the basic features.
Whatever happens.
All right.
Not alone.
Now let's take a look at the different colors that this lightsaber has, different sound fonts. All right, so that's the first one that we have, which has like Yoda, and I can never remember who the other guy is in that sound font. I know I do enough of these. I really should write these down. But anyway, you press the auxiliary button, and it changes the sound and gives you a different option. So that is Emperor Palpatine. The other thing that they have too is if you press and hold the power button shortly and then open it, you'll get some audio fonts. See that? Power! That's so cool. Very, very neat. All right, so let's see what the next one is. I think this is one of the other basic ones that come with it. Huh, that was weird. Oh, probably was that twisted, maybe turned it on. So you got that blade hit like that. It's got a different sound to it. Nice smooth swing. Does sound really good. See what the different sound font is on this one. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Try it again. You see it plays a different audio. You can also get audio fonts if you press and hold the power button while it's off, and it'll play music. You can do the same thing by turning it off. All right, next one is. No idea what that is. That's pretty neat though. It's got kind of like a fiery effect to it.
What do you want? Your head. And the prize.
Now a nice white color with this one.
You always be weaker than
Very cool. Sounds like Saboba. And then you got that pod racer sound effect to it. This one's got kind of a purple color. All right, see what this one is. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Love how it ends in this orange here at the end, almost a red. That's really neat. All right. Very cool. Has kind of like a transformer sound to it. It actually gets more purple as you move this one around. Let's see what this does. All right.
Electric essence.
This is another basic one. I don't want to say basic, but ones that come with pretty much every single one of them. There's a nice blue to that one. All right. That's the T-Rex, I think. Now this has a nice white at the very end, and then it's like a flame red as it gets to the very front there. It's a lot more red than it looks in the video, though. I don't know what that is. Maybe compies? Or no. Those are raptors. It's got to be raptors. Yeah, a bunch of dinosaurs. All right, that's the proton pack sound, I think. And that sounds like your speeder bike. Let's see what you got for it. Yeah. Definitely speeder bike.
You seem a little unhinged.
All right, that's like Ultron. You got purple. Cool. I love how easy it is to do the sounds and everything on this. This is a lot easier than to have with other sabers.
But now I'm free.
Another Age of Ultron one. It's got kind of like a white and orange effect going on here. Cool.
Team C.
Team C. So then this one's like a red. And it's got kind of like a force sound effect to it. All right.
Smooth fuzz.
Smooth, folks. This is another common one. Doesn't have any sound effects with this one.
Smooth gray.
Smooth gray. And you got more of like a gray color, like a whitish color to it with like a flickering effect. Got like a force push sound effect that goes along with it.
Smooth Jedi.
Smooth Jedi. This one's got like a blue with almost a green flicker in there, but it's such a light flicker. All right. Let's see what this one does. No force sound effect or anything with this one.
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. Got the green. All right. No extra sound seems like with this one. Yeah, nothing. I don't know what that is. Also green though. Sounds like fire. I don't know what that was. Oh well.
I am told it is the dark saber.
All right, this is the dark saber one. Nice and white. No extra effect on that one though.
I'd put that on ice if I were you.
I don't know what that said. I like the way it sounds though.
Stim! Help, BD!
Oh, this is Cal Kestis right here. I can hear his voice there. That's cool. All right.
Anakin.
Got the Anakin. Nice deep blue. Got kind of like a force push effect with that one.
General Kenobi.
All right. This is probably General Kenobi for this one. Yeah, it's got the blue. All right. Got like a nice strong force push with that one. And then there's like a blaster bolt with that.
Kenobi.
Kenobi!
Kenobi.
That never gets old. Darth Maul. Oh, I love the way it sounds too. See see what you got for extra sounds. So I don't know what that sound is, but it does make a different extra sound to it.
I can see him
In my mind's eye.
in my mind's eye.
So this is more like the Anakin Skywalker lightsaber from A New Hope. Sounds like when he's training with the training remote.
Your eyes can deceive you, don't trust them.
Yeah, there's Kenobi talking to him.
Your eyes can deceive you, don't trust them.
Tell me, is this training?
And then we're back to the Yoda.
The universe is a dark path we walk.
I know. There's no other way out.
All right.
No joy in this victory.
So that's everything that this lightsaber comes with as far as sound fonts and the blade effects that it has. I'm going to take and add in the fonts that I got from Kyberphonics, and then we'll take a look at those. All right, I'm back. So I wish I could say this was a success, but it was a fail. But you know, in every fail, we have some knowledge that we gain, and I know this for the next go around. This is a Profi board, and you can take and do all the modifications that I want to do. You can actually purchase fonts from Kyberphonics and load them in and do all the stuff that I wanted to do in this video. But the configuration file from Nsabers is not on the SD card when you purchase it from them. So it's embedded into the card. You would have to take and flash the card and then take and load in your entirely new config file with all of the sound fonts. And all of that is a lot of work, actually. I was looking up videos on how to do it, and it's going to take some time to get that working. So for that part of the video, I'm going to take and do a separate video showing you guys all of the sound fonts that I got from Kyberphonics and how it works with this lightsaber. But that still doesn't keep us from taking and doing a spin test. So let's go and do that, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. All right, so let's check out the brightness of the lightsaber before my neighbors come out and think I'm kind of weird flipping a lightsaber outside. So here we go. It goes red, and it's bright. And that's it for this one, guys. I think this is a pretty dope lightsaber, especially the packaging. You know, when you present a lightsaber that way, it just makes the unboxing experience a whole lot of fun. I love the features that it comes with. Everything I expect from a NeoPixel lightsaber, this one delivers. Few things that I think would have made this thing even better is if they could have added an LED light into the back of the hilt just to give that electricity effect, you know, that would have been super dope. And then if they could have added that configuration file in the SD card so it would have made it easier to add sound fonts in the future, that would have been very helpful. But other than that, I think this is a really cool lightsaber and definitely worth picking up. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. And until next time, may the Force be with you.